My good buddy has waited all his life for tomorrow, and it's finally here. Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, and thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. You know him, Jeff Bringhurst. He's kind of that bird nerd we have on the show every once in a while. He's got a little problem with ducks, but this week, he's got a problem with bison. After 25 years, he's finally drawn his bison tag. We're here on the Book Cliffs. Tomorrow morning, we're headed into the roadless section. We've got the Wards here with us, good family. We got old Nader here. We're gonna have a great time. I'm so excited for him.
First of all, did you just refer to me as the bird nerd?
I did.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I heard that clearly.
Jeff's a buddy I met doing the show, but now he's a lifelong friend. Why bison?
As long as I can remember, I mean, I'm 52. I've always wanted to hunt buffalo. It's the great North American animal.
It's an icon.
It's an icon.
Jeff is usually the one donating his time and resources to get people out into the marsh on a hunt. This hunt, though, the shoe is on the other foot. Why the Book Cliffs? Why the roadless? One of the harder bison hunts in the state.
It is. It's the first time I've applied for this hunt. And the sole reason I applied for this is because of Taylor. I met Taylor and we got talking in the duck blind one day, and he said, "Oh, you got that many points, why don't you put in for the roadless area?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't do the roadless area." And he's like, "Well, I got mules. I shot my bear there. I know this area real good." And I said, "All right, just so you know, I'm going to apply, and I'm probably going to draw." And he's like, "No, you need to do it. You need to do it." And so here we are.
We've ridden this area a lot for the last 25 years. And so I've got my dad that I'm grateful to have here. I've got my Uncle Bruce, and then a good friend, Philip Dinkins from Green River, that grew up in this area. So,
what are we doing tomorrow? What's the plan for tomorrow?
Plan is tomorrow is we'll get on the mules. We'll be up about 4:30.
Any coats or anything on top?
Feed them first, saddle them up, let them eat a little bit, and then be on the road by, we're hoping quarter to 7.
What do you think? You ready for this?
Oh, 25 years. Quarter of a century in the making. Super excited.
All right, Jeffrey. Shoot straight. Shoot straight. You got this. We've camped at the trailhead. The idea is to ride in 10 to 15 miles a day. The roadless area of the Book Cliffs encompasses about 100 square miles. It's huge and remote. The area is known as an exceptional trophy elk and mule deer unit. The bison herd is one of 2 free roaming herds in Utah. The other is on the Henrys, where some of these bison came from.
Okay, we just saw our first buffalo. Ran behind us here on the trail, so we're gonna poke out this ridge over here. Buffalo, hey, on our trail.
Is there a shooter? Yeah, one shooter bull and probably about 8 cows and a couple of calves.
These bison were on the move when we spotted them. We tracked them down a ridge about a half a mile into a huge basin, but we just couldn't catch up to them. Just across the ridge, we did spot another herd.
I think it's a different herd there.
But there's a slight problem.
The problem is they're on the reservation land, so about 300 yards, a couple hundred yards on res land. So they may feed across and make it public land.
That was pretty cool. I mean, you just come around a corner and there they are. So we hop off, run down the hill. We can see them, but just off of where we can hunt. Pretty exciting. Now we gotta hike back. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, here we're just a few hours into the hunt. 30 bison, that's pretty good. And not another hunter.
The rest of the day, we spotted a few small herds of bison and put a few stalks on, but could never get close enough. This is going to be a tougher hunt than I thought.
Right in the middle of them all day long, honestly. So it was a successful day, in my opinion. I mean, we made a couple of successful stalks. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't end with a shot, but it's still a successful day riding some beautiful country.
Grab your reins. Yep, there you go.
It's day 2. We're just getting ready to leave when I get a message from home, and I've got to go. So I turn the camera over to my buddy Nate to capture the rest of the hunt. All right, go shoot one.
Hey, see you, buddy. Thanks, man.
See ya.
So we got up, got on the mules, headed down the trail. That was a gorgeous day. We actually went slower than we did the first day. And we get down to the bottom, and there's those little kind of rolling hills as we're going along. And all of a sudden...
The same place we were the day before.
Exact same place. Didn't even make it to the fence. And Philip is out in front, and all of a sudden he stops. And then I see him, he does, the get your binoculars sign. I grab my binoculars, I start making my way up, and then he does the get your gun. And he says, I can see the back of a buffalo. I'm like, okay, perfect. He said, they haven't seen me, but there's a buffalo up here, and I think it's a bull. So we get up there, and it's me and Taylor and Nate, and we make our way up the hillside just to see what's up there. And we get up on this ridge line, and there's 52 buffalo in this meadow. Like, gold mine.
Here we are. Look at all those.
And so we just start glassing.
Yeah.
And we start looking at the animals and trying to figure out, and there's about 7 shooter bulls in that herd. And so I pick one out, and I'm like, this is the one I'm gonna get. And he's up a little bit, and just as I'm getting sighted in on him and getting dialed in, it was 310 yards, he sat down, and he bedded down for the day. So I pass on that bull, I start looking again, I pick another good bull, and I'm like, this is it. We put the rangefinder on him, 280 yards, and perfect shot, that gun, no problem.
Get on him, just put it, and see if you can put one behind that front shoulder.
It felt like a good shot.
He
just stopped kicking.
Was that the death kick?
It may have been the death kick. Are not blinking.
That was the death kick.
That was cool.
I don't know that I've ever been emotional about an animal before.
And honestly, this would not have happened if Taylor hadn't said, hey, you should put in here, because we know the area and we've got the animals.
Oh my gosh, it's so big.
Just thank you. I mean, you literally something I've dreamed about for 40 years, and you guys made it happen. It would not have happened without them. Plain and simple, it does not happen with guys that are willing to take out someone else and help them out. So I hope we get to do it again.
A great bull for a great friend. Congratulations, buddy. If you decide to hunt in the roadless area of the Book Cliffs, make no mistake about it. It's a hard area to get an animal out. Hopefully you've got some great friends like these with good stock to help you out.